it's very divisive to take unrelated issues like Gaza and throw that in. Hamas is a theocracy. They're anti-gay. To the extent they throw people off buildings because they're gay. They throw atheists off the building because they're atheists. And they're supported by the fossil fuel industry. The money comes from places that make their money from oil. So this is, and in terms of Jews, most Jews despise Hamas because Hamas has said in 1988 that they want to exterminate all the Jews. They said on October 7th, after they did that pogrom that killed 1,200 people in a very small country, they said they would do it over and over and over again until they would stop. So please don't bring in Hamas if you want. It's just a divisive issue that has nothing to do with fossil fuels, except if we get rid of fossil fuels, then we'll bankrupt the people behind Hamas. Do you have a reaction?
Would you like a reaction? Yeah. We talk about this a lot in our group, and that's why I brought it up earlier, because it is dividing us. This issue is dividing us, and it's a real shame. I want to just get back to answer that. The comment is, if you go to that play yard and there are 5, 6-year-olds there, and you ask them what they think about bombing schools, what do you think they would say?
I would say that Hamas should not be launching missiles from those schoolyards hoping that Israel will try to take off those missiles. They discovered in one of the Hamas holes that led to hospital, that's where they discovered a Hamas leader that they killed. That's a fact. I hate that. I hate people that try to kill me and then try to make it hide in places where schools, mosques, and apartment buildings. That's despicable.
So you would tell these kids on the playground that, no, this is your question. So if I understand what you said, you would tell the kids, I'm sorry, we have to kill children in schools because there's a bad man there.
First of all, my major point is this has nothing to do with climate change. And you're dividing people. In terms of what has to happen, Hamas is indiscriminately sending those missiles, and if it kills children, they're fine with it. In fact, they did kill children. They killed children with their own hands. 1,200 people died that day. And they said they would do it over and over again. So if you want to you want to think it's okay as long as they're Jewish children to die. That's your opinion. But I don't think that's a hill you should divide the movement on.
I have this same conversation back and forth, ping pong, all day long with people. I understand that. To me, all connected. To me, it gets back to the morality of fairness and explaining to that 5-year-old on the playground why you're doing it. And once you can do that, and you can tell me what is happening in Gaza, and explain it to a 5-year-old, and justify it to a 5-year-old, and you can do that, then I want to understand that.
You say on October 7th, when the 5-year-olds being murdered. And what would you say to the parents of those that were murdered?
I think the children would be abhorred with that, and they would say it's not right.
What did you say on October 8th after what happened on October 7th?
I thought it was abhorrent.
My name is Dana, St. George, and for me, the situation in Gaza is a
climate catastrophe. And it's very upsetting to me to think that my government is giving selling or giving or whatever, huge amounts of money and armaments so that this war can continue. And the war, all war, is climate catastrophe, a human catastrophe, and it should be outlawed.
I agree.